Andrea Pinkney-Walker here with Week 7 Video Journal. What are some of the legal and ethical issues discussed in your text or other readings regarding the school counselor/psychologist's role with students at risk for suicide? Some of the things that I have read and also learned here on the job are when you get a student that is discussing suicide, you do have to let them know, like, in the beginning of the counseling session about the confidentiality, unless they are saying that they are going to hurt themselves, hurt someone else, or someone else is hurting them. But when we're talking about suicide, of course, confidentiality goes out of the window. And I'm not saying it completely goes out of the window. In our books, it tells us, we are legally obligated to contact the appropriate staff and members. So if the risk of suicide is a low risk, then it's something that we may not have to take any further. For instance, if you have maybe a student that's intellectually disabled and you speak to them and they think suicide is candy or something like that, then yes, you can consider that a low risk. But if you have a student that knows exactly what suicide is, that says they've been thinking about it seriously, they've thought about death multiple times, and that they all actually have a plan to do it. Sometimes with, like, some students, they may write a letter saying goodbye, letters with what can be given to whom and how they want their property distributed to different people. But I do know that, when it's a high risk, when you speak to a student, you should contact the parents no matter what. When it's a high risk, you contact the parents, you contact admin and the proper authorities, because now it's sad to say, but our students are actually committing suicide, and this issue needs to be taken serious, and that's what it also specifies in our textbooks, that suicide is such a serious thing, and they have a hotline for us to call. They have a hotline for students to call if they're feeling sad or depressed. So these are things that we can provide to the student if there's ever a need.